Hello students, this class is a continuation of the topic volumetric analysis using phenolphthalein as indicator. Volumetric analysis using phenolphthalein as the indicator. The reagents we are using are a weak acid, as you see on the board, which is ethanoic acid, and sodium hydroxide, which is a strong soluble base. The salt produced is sodium ethanoate. Sodium ethanoate. That is the IUPAC name of the salt produced. To begin, you have your glass funnel. You place it right in the burette. You make sure the tap is locked. Once the control of the tap is horizontally placed, it means the tap of the burette is locked. Then the next, you install your personal protective equipment, the goggle, and then carry the acid and you pour the acid into the burette. When you pour the acid into the burette, you pour it until it gets to a 0.00 mark. But in case it's not at that point, you can adjust the volume by opening the tap here, allow the volume to come down. Do you understand? After that, the next thing you will do is to check at what point the lower meniscus of the solution here is. Do you see this white paper I have here with me? I'm going to place it here to help me reflect the sun ray so that I can get the reading here, the upper meniscus reading. Do you understand? And when I'm getting this reading, I'm supposed to allow my eye to be at the same horizontal level as the reading I'm taking. This is to avoid error due to parallax. Now, from what I'm seeing here, the lower meniscus, the lower part of the C core, the surface of the solution that is in here, is at 0.00. Do you understand? I'm going to record that right here in the table on the board. I have final reading, initial reading. Have we started the titration? No, so the reading here is the initial reading, 0.00. The next thing is to get the base. To get the base, we need our pipette filler. We need our pipette, and this is the base. I'll place the base here, and then gently fix the pipette filler. Scroll the knob. As I scroll the knob downward, it picks up the base. And this is my conical flask that I'm going to keep ready to install, to discharge the base into it once I get the base. You will notice a line, a mark here. That is where I'm going to stop. And that mark indicates the volume 25 cm cubed. 25 cm cubed. Is at that point now. So I'm going to discharge this into the conical flask. You see the conical flask with me? When I discharge this into the conical flask, make sure you don't hit the pipette on the walls of the conical flask because they are made of glass. These apparatus are made of glass. They can easily break if you hit it. Now that I've gotten my base, the soluble base here, sodium hydroxide, the next thing is to install 2 drops of the indicator. Remember, the indicator we are using today is the phenolphthalein indicator. I'm making use of the dropper to pick 2 drops of the phenolphthalein indicator. I'm going to drop it here. Did you observe any color change? What is the color of phenolphthalein indicator in alkaline medium from what you are seeing? What's the color of phenolphthalein indicator in alkaline medium? It's between purple and pink. Now, look at this. Am I going to go ahead and carry out titration like this here? No. I need to place a white paper here. Do you know the work of this white paper? The work of this white paper is to help me get to know when the endpoint has been reached? Remember, white surfaces reflect, but black surfaces absorb. So if I leave it like this, I may not know when the endpoint has been reached because white surface like this will absorb light. But this white paper I'm putting here will help to reflect light, making it easy for me to know when the endpoint has been reached. It's time to run the titration. I'm going to open the tap like this, allow the acid to run into the base, and I gradually shake. I'll gradually well the conical flask to make sure at each point in time I have a thorough mixture of the reagents. Remember, if you observe a color change in the conical flask, I'll have to stop the titration, meaning that the endpoint has been reached. Do you observe any color change? The pink stroke purple color has disappeared. The pink coloration, that is the phenolphthalein indicator in alkaline medium, the color has disappeared. So the endpoint color change when you are using phenolphthalein indicator to carry out the titration is from pink to colorless. Do you understand? The next thing is to take the reading. Here, I'll install this paper here, and for what I'm seeing, I'm seeing 15.100. Remember, you take the reading of the lower meniscus reading. So I'm going to go back to the table and then write final reading 15.00. Now I'm going to subtract 15.00 minus 0.00 to get the volume of acid used. So I have 15.00. That is the volume of acid used in this first titration. We'll continue again in the next video to get the second titration and third titration. At the end of that, we'll now continue to get the average volume of acid used. Do you have any question?